Thank you, Bevan. Thank you all. I bought one of my paintings to show you today. Hope you guys are gonna be able to see it okay. It's not one of my bigger pieces. You might want to move down front to get a better good look at it. Faculty, parents, friends, dignitaries, graduating class of 2014, and all the dead baseball players coming out of the court to be with us today. After the harvest, there's no place to hide. The fields are empty and there is no cover. I am here to plant a seed that will inspire you to move forward in life with enthusiastic hearts and a clear sense of wholeness. The question is, will that seed have a chance to take root, or will I be sued by Monsanto and forced to use their seed, which may not be totally Ayurvedic? Excuse me if I seem a little low energy today, whatever it is. I slept with my head to the loft last night. Oh man, you know how that is, right, kids? Woke up right in the middle of Pitta and couldn't get back to sleep till Vata rolled around, but I didn't freak out. I used that time to eat a large meal and connect with someone special on Tinder. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. How do I know this? I don't, but I'm making sound. And that's the important thing. That's what I'm here to do. Sometimes I think that's one of the only things that are important. Just letting each other know we're here, reminding each other that we're a part of a larger self. I used to think that Jim Carrey is all that I was, just a flicking light, a dancing shadow. The great nothing masquerading as something you can name, dwelling in forts and castles made of witches' wishes. So a Freudian slip there. Seeking shelter in caves and foxholes dug out hastily, and Archie searching for his target in the mirror, wounded only by his arrows, begging to be enslaved, pleading for my chains, blinded by the longing and tripping over paradise. Can I get an amen? You didn't think I could be serious, did you? I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. I have no limits. I cannot be contained because I am the container. You can't contain the man. You can't contain the container. I used to believe that who I was ended at the edge of my skin. That I had been given this little vehicle called a body from which to experience creation. And thought I couldn't have asked for body a model. It was, after all, a loner and would have been to be returned. Then I returned that everything outside the vehicle was part of me too. And now I drive a convertible, top down, within my hair. I'm elated and truly excited to be present and fully connected to you at this important moment in your journey. I hope you're ready to open the booth and take it over. Okay, 4 more years then. I want to thank the trustees, administrators, faculty of MUM for creating an institution worthy of Maharshi's ideals. Education, a place that teaches the knowledge and experience necessary to be productive in life, as well as enable the students through transcendental meditation and ancient Vedic knowledge to slack off twice a day for an hour and a half. Don't think you're fooling me. But I guess it has some benefits. It does allow you to separate who you truly are and what's real from the stories that run through your head. You have been given the ability to walk behind the mind's elaborate set decoration and to see that there's a huge difference between a dog that's gonna eat you in your mind and an actual dog that's gonna eat you. That might sound like no big deal, but many never learn that distinction and spend a great deal of their lives living in fight or flight response. I'd like to acknowledge all you wonderful parents. Way to go for the fantastic job you've done, for your tireless dedication, your love, your support, and most of all, for the attention you pay to your children. Having a saying, beware the unloved, because they will eventually hurt themselves or me. But when I look at this group here today, I feel really safe. I do. I'm just gonna say it. My room is not locked. My room is not locked. No doubt some of you will turn out to be crooked. But white collar stuff. Wall Street, that type of thing. Crimes committed by people with self-esteem. Stuff a parent can be proud of in a weird way. And to the graduating class of 2017. -3. You didn't let me finish. Congratulations. Yes, give yourselves a round of applause, please. You are the vanguard of knowledge and consciousness. A new wave in the vast ocean of possibilities. On the side of the door, that is a world starving for new leadership, new ideas. I've been out there for 30 years. She's a wildcat. Oh, she'll whop you against your leg and purr until you pick her up and stop petting her. I know, just shot you in the face. Sure, it's rough sometimes, but it's okay. Because they got soft serve ice cream with sprinkles. I guess that's what I'm really here to say. Sometimes it's okay to eat your feelings. Fear is going to be a player in your life, but you get to decide how much. You can spend your whole life imagining ghosts, worrying about your pathway to the future, but all there will ever be is what's happening here, and the decisions we make in this moment, which are based in either love or fear. So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality. Well, what we really want seems impossible, impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect. So we never dare to ask the universe for it. I'm saying I'm the proof that you can ask the universe for it. Please. And if it doesn't happen for you right away, it's only because the universe is so busy fulfilling my order. It's party size. My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't. Really believed that was possible for him. So he made a conservative choice. Instead, he got a safe job as an accountant. And when I was 12 years old, he was let go from that safe job. And our family had to do whatever we could to survive. I learned many great lessons from my father, not the least which was that you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. That's not the only thing he taught me though. I watched a fact from my father's love and humor had on the world around me, and I thought, that's something to do. That's something worth my time. It wasn't long before I started acting. People would come over to the house and they would be greeted by a 7-year-old throwing himself down the flight chairs. They would ask, what happened? And I would say, I don't know, let's check the replay. I would go down to the top of the stairs and coming down in slow motion. Blah, 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 blah. It was strange. It was a very strange house shop. My father used to brag that I was a ham. I was the whole pig, and he treated my talent as if it was his second chance. When I was 28, after a decade as a professional comedian, I realized one night in LA that the purpose of my life had always been to free people from concern, like my dad. When I realized this, I dubbed my new devotion the Church of Freedom from Concern, the Church of FFC, and I dedicated myself to that ministry. What's yours? How will you serve the world? How do they need that what do they need that your talent can provide? That's all you have to figure out. Someone who has done what you're going to do. I can tell you from experience, the effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. Everything you gain in life will rot and fall apart, and all that will be left of you is what was in your heart. My choosing to free people from concern got me to the top of a mountain. Look where I am. Look what I get to do everywhere I go. And I'm going to get emotional. Because when I tapped into this, it's really extraordinary to me. I did something that makes people present their best selves to me wherever I go. I am at the top of the mountain, and the only one I hadn't freed was myself. And that's when my search for identity deepened. I wonder who would I be without my fame? Who would I be if I said things that people didn't want to hear, or I defied their expectations of me? What if I showed up to the party without the Mardi Gras mask, and I refused to flash my beautiful handful of beads? I'll give you a moment to write that image out of your mind. But you guys are way ahead of the game. You already know who you are, and that peace that we're after, lies somewhere beyond personality, beyond the perception of others, beyond invention and disguise, even beyond effort itself. You can join, fight the wars, play reform all you want, but to find real peace, you have to let the armor fall. Your need for acceptance can make you invisible in this world. Don't let anything stand in the way of the light that shines through this form. Risk being seen in all your glory. It's not big enough. This painting is big for a reason. The painting is called high visibility. It's about picking up the light and daring to be seen. Here's the tricky part. Everyone is attracted to the light. The party host in the corner, who thinks unconsciousness is bliss, and is always offering a drink from the bottle that empties you. Misery below her, who despises the light, can't stand when you're doing well, and wishes you nothing but the worst. The Queen of Diamonds, who needs the king to build her house of cards, and the Hollow One, who clings to your legs and begs, "Please don't leave me behind, for I have abandoned myself." Even those who are closest to you and most in love with you, the people you love most in the world, can find clarity confronting at times. The painting took me thousands of hours to complete. Yeah, thank you. It's thousands of hours that I'll never get back. I'll never get them back. I worked on this for so long, for weeks and weeks. Like a madman, alone on the scaffolding. And when I was finished, one of my friends said that this would be cool, black painting. So I started over. Oh, welcome to Burning Man. Some pretty crazy characters, right? Better up there than in here. Painting is one of the ways I free myself from concern. A way to stop the world through total mental, spiritual, and physical involvement. But even with that comes a feeling of divine dissatisfaction. Because ultimately we're not avatars. We create. We're not the pictures on the film top. We are the light that shines through it. All else is just smoke and mirrors, distracting but not truly compelling. I often said that I wish people could realize all their dreams of wealth and fame, so that they could see that there's nowhere you'll find your sense of completion. Like many of you, I was concerned about going out into the world doing something bigger than myself. Until someone smarter than me made myself realize that there's nothing bigger than myself. My soul is not contained within the limits of my body. My body is contained within the limitless of my soul. One unified field of nothing, dancing for no particular reason, except maybe to comfort and entertain itself. As the shift happens in you, you won't be feeling the world, you'll be felt by it. You'll be embraced by it. Now, I'm always at the beginning. I always have a reset button called presence, and I ride that button constantly. Once the mark button is functioning in your life, there's no story the mind could create that will be as compelling. The imagination is always manufacturing scenarios, both good or bad. And the ego tries to keep you trapped in the multiplex of the mind. Our eyes are not only our viewers, but also projectors that run a second story over the picture we see in front of us all the time. Fear is writing that script, and working title is "I'll never be enough." You look at a person like me and say, "How could we ever hope to reach that kind of height, Jim? How can I make a painting that's too big for any reasonable home? How do you fly so high without a special breathing apparatus?" This is the voice of your ego. If you listen to it, there will always be someone who seems to be doing better than you. No matter what you gain, ego will not let you rest. It will tell you that you cannot stop until you left an inedible mark on the earth, until you achieve immortality. How tricky is the ego that will tempt us with the promise of something really worthless? So I just want you to relax. That's my job. Relax and dream up a good life. I had a substitute teacher from Ireland once, and the second grade, and told my class during the morning prayer that she wants something. Anything at all, she prays for it, and promises something in return, and she always gets it. I'm sitting at the back of the classroom thinking that my family can't afford a bike. So I went home and I prayed for it. I promised I would recite the rosary every night in exchange. Broke the promise. 2 weeks later, I got home from school to find a brand new Mustang with a banana seat and easy rider handlebars. From fool to cool. My family informed me that I had won the bike in a raffle that a friend of mine had entered my name. Without my knowledge, that kind of thing has been happening to me ever since. And as far as I can tell, it's just about letting the universe know what you want. Working towards it, while letting go of how it may come to pass. Your job is not to figure out how it's going to happen for you, but to open the door in your head, and when the doors open in real life, just walk through it. Don't worry if you miss your cue. There will always be another door opening. They keep opening. And when I say life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you, I really don't know if it's true. I'm just making a conscious choice to perceive challenges as something beneficial so that I can deal with them in the most productive way. You come up with your own style. That's part of the fun. Oh, and why not take a chance on faith as well? Take a chance on faith, not religion, but faith. Not hope, but faith. I don't believe in hope. Hope is a beggar. Hope walks through the fire. Faith leaps over it. You are ready and able to do beautiful things in this world. And after you walk through those doors today, you will only ever have 2 choices in your life. Love or fear. Choose love and don't ever let fear turn you against your playful heart. Thank you, Jai Guru Dev. I'm so honored. Thank you.